Hi everyone, welcome again. I don't know if you have seen the welcome video, but I tried to send it to you last week, I think on Friday. And I wanted to welcome you again, but this time I wanted to walk through the syllabus with you, and I will open a specific discussion just for syllabus and questions regarding syllabus, so we can build the course through together. And if there's something that you're not really happy about the syllabus, um, I already opened up a Jamboard that you should introduce yourselves. You should tell me what you expect from the course and your friends anonymously. It's a sticky note, so you don't need to tell who you are, except introductions. And you can write your demands there as well. So there will be two venues that you can express your demands or interests or appreciation or criticism of the syllabus in the discussions on the canvas and in the Jamboard as demands. Um, I I want to tell before we start to go through syllabus that I believe in engaged pedagogies, as I submitted a very short part from Bell Hooks' book about engaged pedagogies. And I think we are here together in a relationship. I'm not the one who will impose everything on you. We have to discuss things together. We have to make this class as convenient as possible, but also as interesting as possible for all of us. I know you have been through a lot this couple of years. All of us did. The pandemic didn't help, and there's a lot of things that we had to deal through. For example, like families were furloughed, the childcare became impossible, a lot of things we had to do from home, and socially and psychologically, it was really difficult for all of us. I recognize and understand all of those. I hope you will do the same for me because also, if there's something that's not working for you, you should tell me before as quick as possible. And the other thing I believe in is communication. As engaged as we are, we have to communicate all the time. With asynchronous online courses, it's a bit difficult, but we will use the chats, the discussions, the emails, the Jamboards to be able to interact, but also to communicate. And for the ones who are new into Canvas, I'll try to show a couple of things today. There's Canvas support desk for 24 hours, so it's a very good idea to ask for help if you don't know what's going on Canvas. But without knowing Canvas, you can't move forward with an online asynchronous class. So I'll try to show as much as possible. But it is our collective duty to help each other and to be able to figure out how to use Canvas more effectively. Um, I have already seen one comment on the Jamboard about the demands that one of your classmates said the readings might be too much with the documentary and all the tasks, etc. I will go through it and I will try my best to be able to reduce the readings. And documentaries are very important to me because I'm not going to post two lectures. I'm going to post one lecture and one documentary. Before I was posting two lectures and one documentary, so I try to reduce it already. So hopefully that will help. One like not relatively short lecture, 45 minutes, maybe at most an hour. And I'm not gonna go through all the readings, but I'm gonna go through the basics of the readings and some ideas that I want you to learn, and some concepts that we want to learn in this class, etc., etc. I'm glad some of you already expressed your interest in the class. But if you didn't already, please go to the Canvas site and please go to the Jamboard to express your expectation, your demands, yourself, introduce yourself to your classmates and to me. And I will also have WhatsApp. I don't know if many of you know what is WhatsApp or use WhatsApp. I have WhatsApp, Viber, Signal, and I will share my phone number with you too. Of course, within the work hour limits, and if you need something urgent, or around the third week, we will arrange one-to-one meetings with each other. We can do all these meetings or all these chats through WhatsApp as well. But the discussion board and everything and chats are open on Canvas as well. I'll try to show a little bit of Canvas now first, and then we will go through the syllabus a little bit, and then and after that, because I don't want this video to be too long, I will cut it short, and then I will submit the our first lecture. And I already submitted the documentary for the first week, so you can start watching the documentary before the lecture if you want to. I didn't want to make the order for you, lecture or the documentary, because you can learn different things from different sequence of watching or reading. So up to you. And I'm very excited to teach this course, especially how relevant it is. It became, or it already was actually, to our lives, health and inequalities within our system or across the systems in the world. Just to introduce myself again, if you didn't go to the Jamboard or if you didn't watch the introduction documentary yet, my name is Dilara Demir. In the course it says Farhunde Dilara Demir. I use Dilara as my first name. My first name is my grandmother's name. It is there, it is in my ID, but I don't use it very often. You can call me Dilara. But if you feel more comfortable, you can call me Professor or Miss Demir. I don't care. And I have written a very detailed syllabus because it's an asynchronous online class. So syllabus is a kind of reference text for us. It might change, of course, it's tentative always, but it is an important document to go through slowly and carefully as on your own, but also with this video as well. So let's start with a canvas a little bit. I will make myself smaller here. So when you open Canvas, it looks like this. You need your net ID and your password. I hope you have them already. So you go to the courses, you have other courses maybe, you go to the health and inequalities. This is my view, this is not your view. So let's go to the student view. So you see right now that we have the syllabus, we have the welcome video with the link. When you click it, it has this pop up. I use YouTube, so it must be very accessible. With the syllabus, you read this, please, and there's a Jamboard. I think Jamboard needs Gmail. So if you don't have it, it might ask for something. I'm not sure what. I always use Gmail, so I'm not sure. But if you have any problem with the Jamboard, please write to me as soon as possible, so we can go through it. So as you can see, we have some tabs. The one tab you have to really just click right now is Leave Course Notifications. Because whenever I email you, I post something, I did an announcement, you will see the notification. And you have to go to View Course Notifications and you have to enable your notifications if you haven't done it already. Okay, a bit of internet problem, I guess. Okay. Um, so right now it seems there's a bit of a problem with the site. Let me do this. You have to see this. And if it is like this, you have to enable notifications. Otherwise, you won't get an email from me as whenever things are announced or things happened. There's an inbox tool as well. You can immediately email to me or to any of your like all your classmates, etc. I think from this. So if you go to the inbox, it will appear as a like a as a almost like an Outlook. Um, Okay, I guess because I'm in student view, it makes it difficult. I'm leaving the student view right now, so you can see how it looks. This is how it looks. You compose a new message from here. You can select the course, and then you can select the person and send an individual email to people. You can just select someone to send the email, and then there is also, if you go to the course site, the the modules are basically these like week one, week two. These are the modules, and week one is already uploaded, as you can see with the readings and the documentary and the lecture comments. So I will add the tasks for each week under this modules, but you can also go to your here. You will see your quizzes. There will be quizzes after the first week, like the second week, it will start. For each week, we will have short, small quizzes. I didn't want to make you stressed about like big midterms or something for this course. So it will be every team will have their own quiz, so you can renew it, and it's open book, open notes. It's online. The only thing that you have to keep in mind is there will be some time limits. So for 10 questions, there will be like 20, 30 minutes. So you have to study before. So you don't need to read everything from scratch just to do the quiz. And you go to the discussions to, for every week, there will be discussion comments for first lecture or documentary. For this week, I added video lecture two, but there won't be a video lecture two. There will be this video to go through syllabus, and there will be one lecture video. So that's my fault, I guess. I didn't. Okay. So if you go to, for example, documentary Power to Heal comments, you just start answering here, say reply, you write what you have. When we go through the syllabus, you will understand what's your task. But this is a discussion board on how to use. As I said before, every week we also will use Jamboard. So let's go to the syllabus so you understand better. So here, read this please is your syllabus. Okay, so I will suggest you to download it. I already copy pasted it, but it looks too long, it looks too content. I would download it and you are seeing here our so let's go through it. So you can email me from this email, sorry, all the time because I clicked the email up. So is asynchronous online. We don't have office hours as it is because it's asynchronous online and it's different for everyone. I will suggest you to email me at least a couple of days before if you need an office hour to talk to me about something, and we can arrange it via Zoom, Skype, or WhatsApp, or Viber or Signal, whatever you're using. But just try to be mindful in terms of how to arrange it. Our course site is the Canvas site. I just showed it to you. In this course, we will go through some main institutions, some practices, some healthcare systems, and some healthcare inequalities. And part of my research as my PhD has been about different healthcare systems. I've studied. I'm from originally Istanbul, Turkey, as I said before in the introduction video. So I did also a lot of work about Cuban healthcare. and the American healthcare system. So it's gonna give some details from my experience, but also there will be some readings about the value systems, the who are the actors in social networks, and what is the health and well-being of people. And I am using a biopsychosocial approach to medicine, which means it's not only a biological health that we are talking about. It's not only about diseases, medicine, etc., but we will talk a lot about prevention, our social issues, social environments that affect our healthcare and well-being, and also psychological issues that we can have through affecting our health and well-being. We will go through some issues of globalization, neoliberalism, and history and political economy of health and global health. Maybe some issues regarding pharmaceuticals, especially with the vaccines, etc. There's a lot of debates. We might go through biosocial approaches towards health, biopsychosocial approaches. We will adapt to the intersectionality as an approach to health and impacts of class, race, gender, and colonial structures on health. And we might not go through all of those things because it's a short, compact class and it's summer, but we will try. And the main readings, you do not need anything to buy, but it is nice if you buy the Paul Farmer and et al. Books book of Reimagining Global Health, an introduction, which I can tell you happily that I also translated into Turkish right now. So hopefully it will be published soon in Turkish too. But it is a very interesting book in terms of how we can reimagine what we think about health and what is already going on. Handout and announcements. Announcements are extremely important in this course because it's an online course. So that's why the first thing I told you is just enable your notifications so you can get announcements as an email, and I can send a lot of announcements to you during the week. Hopefully as reminders, as tasks, as deadlines, etc. So please check your announcements and enable your notifications. Classroom atmosphere, we don't have a classroom as it is. We have a virtual classroom, of course, and it's not even synchronous. So I just have to emphasize that we have to have very respectful behavior to each other and to not only to me, to each other as well, to our classmates. Unfortunately, it's not online, it's not face to face, but we have to really go through the common courtesy. When you email with some consideration of time and issues you're dealing with. Be gentle to each other and respectful to each other. If you email me, please email 2 days before the expected appointment to get an idea so that I can write you back. I will try to email you back in 24 hours. If I haven't, you can email me again as a reminder. But yeah, I'm a human being. Sometimes I miss things or it goes to spam, etc. So 24 hours should be enough. On weekends, I try to take some time off. So if you email me on weekends, or Friday evening, I might not email you back until Monday. Don't worry about it. And I also want you to think about reading a national newspaper every day if you can. It's a good exercise. And please do the readings. I know some of them are very long, but some of them are very short. Like for the first week, we have only 4 readings. 2 of them are 1 page and 2 pages. One of them is 15 pages, sorry, introduction. And the fourth one is a big long, the colonial medicine, which is 40 pages. But it's think about it. It's normally this class is every day for in class, and you could have like 1 reading for each day, and think about it as a preparation. And you can also try to read with the index of the book, or you can try to skim the book, like skim the parts that I already submitted, and read some of the parts very carefully, but go through the rest if the 40 page is too long to focus for you. There are some strategies to do in terms of skimming the text. But please try to read it as good as well as possible if you have time or energy. And I understand that some of you might have children, some of you might have jobs, etc., and you might just have the time to read these things on at night or before in between some tasks and etc. All of our lives are quite difficult, so don't worry about it. But please try to read it as selectively as possible if you can, or as thoroughly as possible. But sometimes you can skim, so sometimes you can focus on some parts which is interesting to you. The documentaries are documentaries to watch, and video lectures are video lectures to watch. So I can't do anything about it, but you can pause the video. You can take some breaks in the videos. It's as I said, they are not so long. Academic integrity is very important to us. There will be only two blog posts. I will talk about these things later. But writing, you will have short writing assignments and comments as well for every lecture and every documentary. Comments are between 150 words to 250 words. It's like as if chatting, but it's talking about what's interesting to you and commenting on your friends or classmates' posts as well, so that we can have some interaction on chats and on discussions. But please try to use your original words. Use try to your don't do plagiarism. Don't do cheating. We have very short, limited amount of time. There's Turnitin, which will catch immediately as a software that if you stole from Wikipedia or something, please don't do that. Use your own imagination, your own creativity, your own words, as always. So the course structure is very straightforward, and you will, the first week might be difficult, but then you will get used to it. So don't worry about it. So every week there will be one lecture, one documentary, or two lectures, or a combination of these things. And the student's task is to watch and listen to them very carefully. Or some weeks there will be podcasts rather than documentaries, so that's also one of the options that you can listen while you're traveling or something, so that you can have as much time as possible. And for each video lecture, we are expected to post two comments. One is an original comment about what interests you in this video, and which one is interesting, and why it's interesting to you. And I want you to think about the readings as well. So when you post a comment, it's at least 150 words, at most 250 words. You don't need to think about it's like a little paragraph, literally. So try to focus on your idea or what you find it interesting, what concepts, what idea, what theme you find interesting, and why, connecting to the readings, connecting to the previous lectures we talked, connecting to your own experience a little bit if you want. But you don't need to, of course. But you are expected to post during the week two posts for each video and documentary. So in total, it's four posts a week. And also because I wanted you to focus on the reading just for one time. Every week, I also wanted you, before these videos were posted, before everything happened, I wanted you to choose one reading, not all of it, not so just and one concept from that one reading, and post it to the Jamboard as a sticky board with the page number and the reading name and the quotation that it was in, and basically make it bold or highlight it or put it as a title, your concept. So every week in video lectures, I will try to go through the Jamboard to discuss your concepts that you wanted to learn more about or you wanted to think about. Because I want us to be engaged, this is the way I found. It might be extra tasks to go to Jamboard, but it's gonna take 5 minutes. Just read the one thing, and when you underline your readings, just circle one of them that you think that this is a very interesting concept, or this is a very interesting theme, or this is a very interesting idea, or word, just to give you an idea, and put it on a sticky note on Jamboard. So and nobody will know. You have to write your name underneath. Nobody would know who normally in Jamboard, so we have to put it our name, so I know who did the work, who didn't. So just write your name underneath as well. So Anyway, let's go to the syllabus structure requirements so you can understand what I mean. So we have very small and short tasks. So there's not a big task like one big midterm and final that you'll be stressed about. I personally hate the big tasks in that way. And you basically have to do daily assignments on participation. It's the biggest part of your thing. And for this, we have 30%. And every week I try to give you a feedback about your participation grade. The one thing that you have to do, as I said, is the Jamboard concept post. After you read your readings, choose one concept from one reading that's interesting to you. You don't need to explain why. Just post it under Jamboard. It's already there. Every week is there as a Jamboard. You just have to move forward, like first page, second page. So it's every week. And you just post it as a sticky note. Sticky notes are under the toolbox. You just choose a sticky note and type it in. That's it. And this should be shared with the entire sentence that the concept is in, so I know the context, and the page number and the reading name. And add the sticky note until Thursday midnight each week, so I can go through in the second video or the next week for you about the previous week as a reminder to that week, to the earlier week with your concepts. I hope it makes sense. Since you can do the readings on weekends, I post them before anyway. I hope you will have enough time to schedule this. And then the comments for video lectures. There will be one or two video lectures or documentaries, as I said, every week. All of those will be posted on Mondays. So you have the entire week until Sunday. And one of your assignments is to post comments on video lectures. And you should post at least two comments for each video lecture or each documentary. One is an original post, which can be longer if you want. It's 150 words to 250 words. A paragraph about what you find interesting in that video lecture and why, and related to the readings if it's possible. That's a good one. It's a good combination for a short paragraph. And the second one is it can be a shorter one. Is a comment. It's still better to have like 150 words because it's very short. The second comment has to be a response to one of your classmates' comments, so you can have chats with each other, and there might be a discussion on one comment within each other as well. Same with documentaries, so I don't need to go through it again. There will be two blog posts, and they are very small projects, and they will be hopefully creative projects. I plan for the second week, for example, there will be one blog post. It will be a photo assignment that you will take a photo with your smartphone, or you'll find a photo from Google Images and explain the how you relate this photo to the pandemic experience of yourself or the world or human beings or in general. So they are not very, hopefully they will be very interesting and um, very creative or very, it's like a blog post. So it's not really a lot of details. I want you to use readings again for sure. And it will be under the assignments. You will see the assignment very clearly laid out under assignments, and I will send reminders so you will know what's going on. So I just wanted to write it here as you will have two blog posts. I reduced from 4 to 2 so that you have more time for yourself. There will be online quizzes. I plan to do 3 planned quizzes after every week from the second, third, fourth, fifth week. So we will choose 3 of them, and there will be one quiz. And the quizzes will be short online quizzes from questions from includes questions from video lectures, documentaries, some of the readings. Sometimes we might have some guest lecture. I will try my best to get their video lectures for you from medical world, either doctors, nurses, or community health actors or community organizations that deals with occupational health, etc. So we will see. Hopefully, it will be interesting for you. I'm trying to arrange them. Of course, it's summer. Online work is difficult, so might be difficult, but the quizzes will be on all these topics, and you'll be asked 6 to 10 multiple choice, matching, fill in the blanks, or very short essay kind of questions. It will be like, depending on the length of the quiz, there will be some time limit. So, but it will be open book, as I said, and it will be under Canvas quizzes. Um, there will be a deadline, of course. And the creative final project we will work on together, one by one. Is I didn't want to make a group project because I don't know if your availability in general. So at the end of third week, we will try to organize a meeting together with me as one-to-one. We can talk on Zoom, we can talk on chat, we can talk on WhatsApp, whatever you prefer. And it might be a research paper, it might be a video, it might be a poem, it might be a drawing, an explanation, a photo essay, whatever you would like to do with your own life, that we want to add the health and inequalities aspect to it. For that, around the fifth week, I will ask you a separate bibliography because I want you to do a little bit of research. This is a third level course. So I want you to go through a little bit of library, virtual, of course, or if you're not close by, but still there are a lot of things available, articles are available to find out, like two other readings, academic, and one academic and one journal, like magazine or New York Times or whatever you feel like, kind of, and add into our readings basically to write a short annotated bibliography. I will explain what it means, annotated bibliography. It's not such a big deal, but I will walk you through from the third week to fifth week and to the last week, about this creative final web project, and we will choose it together. You just have to get approval with me so we can decide together. So around the third week, we will talk about what interests you in terms of health. The point range is not up to me. It's the Rutgers point range about your grades. Hopefully, you will all get good grades. If you email me, please write SOS335 into the subject line and please mention your name at the end so I know who is writing to me about what. As I said before, I will try to respond in 24 hours except weekends. If you have a problem, like if you're anxious about emailing a professor, there's a WikiHow link I had it added here, how to write an email to a professor. The syllabus is there as I'm going to right now, so you can go through all these things in detail again on your own time. There's a diversity statement. If you have any needs, specific needs, please email me early on so I can pay attention to it. We have to respect the environment that supports and affirms diversity in all manifestations, including race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, religion, age, class, social class, disability status, region, country of origin, political orientation, and many other things that I can't think of here. So please keep very respectful and clear procedures for each other. And for the first week, we will just have an introduction in terms of key concepts from World Health Organization, like social determinants of health and key concepts, and then the history of medicine. And hopefully it's fun to you. The first chapter is only 10 pages. The third chapter is 40 pages. But as I said, read the first chapter very carefully, read the World Health Organization pages very carefully, and then you can skim it a bit quicker, the third chapter, and focus on the parts that whatever you find very interesting in the third chapter. We will go through it in a intensive way in our video lecture. I add tasks on every week, but I might also send you announcements with some differences. So keep the announcements notified, please, as much as possible. And for every reading, add a sticky note about this concept. So there's a link there. The documentary link is in the syllabus, but also inside module 1 on Canvas, which I can show you now. Here, if you go to home, if you go first week, you can see all your readings. The bell hooks engaged pedagogy is something that I added to show you my teaching philosophy, pedagogical philosophy, etc. So you can just skim it. You don't need to read it so key concepts and social determinants of health, and the introduction chapter and the third chapter of the book. As I said, the first three readings are very important. The third one is important as well, but I know it's long, and you already, one of your friends already said it's too long, too many pages. So try to skim it as much as you can. And then there's a recommended reading, which you might do on your own time, which is the book of the documentary. So the documentary is here. You can you can click it. It has to take you to Rutgers account, as you can see, and you have to use your net ID and password to be able to get in. Hopefully, it's gonna be easy for you. Yeah, here. And that's it for me to in terms of the syllabus. But the syllabus is defined as each week has some theme or themes. Like for example, the second theme there will be some theories of medicine. We will go through like Marx, Weber, Engels, whatever that kind of shapes the medical sociology, medicine in general. But I basically realized that I can't go without discussing pandemic with you. So I added pandemic and its discontents into the lecture. So if you, I will open up a discussion session about just syllabus right now, and I want you to go through this video as much as possible. Go to read it, and then please, on the discussion about the syllabus, ask me any questions that you need to know, you didn't understand, etc. And also, tell me if you have any suggestions for the syllabus. You can think about the themes that you want to discuss more. So we might change the syllabus if a lot of your friends also agree in the class. Luckily, it's not a very big classroom, so we are at 12 right now. So hopefully we will have more interaction and more flexibility about the syllabus, so that I can hear from you. You can also, as I said, you can go to the Jamboard and write there your demands about the course in general as well. Thank you so much. I'm very excited for the class, and I will upload the first video lecture as soon as possible today.